I don't like to get beat. I don't like to be second. And I most definitely don't like to be last. The best place to lead from is the front. So in order to do that, then you have to be in peak physical condition, and you got to keep your mind sharp on the other aspects of the job that's required.
The University of Pittsburgh studies currently elite athletes, and they were interested in taking that model and applying it to the military operations. So Special Forces is basically, you know, like taking your NFL football player or your NHL hockey player and just looking at it from a different perspective. We're looking at biomechanical variables, musculoskeletal variables, and physiological variables. And basically that encompasses an entire human performance, mission or workout or just physical capabilities. And for the operator, it's important for them to understand where they are and where they could improve. And a lot of things that we do in the lab, a lot of things that they do in their human performance training are to make them better in the field.
Being out in the field, it opens your eyes a little bit more to what it is that these guys have to go through on a daily basis. They have to train for missions just like athletes train for their games. And from that, what we're hoping to do is drive the human performance side of AFSOC so that they can work better to prevent injuries and optimize performance. And by the end of the project, what we're hoping to do is see a decrease in injuries and an increase in performance in these operators.
When I first started, there was really the science behind our fitness was the guy who came before you. It's like, oh, this worked for me, so it'll work for him. So that was about the extent of the science. But as we've expanded and grown, it's been a tremendous leap in technology.
I think the overall data collection between a 20-year-old and a 45-year-old operator is a huge picture for us because we have somebody who's been in the career field for a long time, whereas compared to a younger operator, they're still fresh, they're good to go, they're not as injury prone or they haven't succumbed to so many injuries. So it really gives us a good snapshot of what the career field actually does to the operator over time, especially with the sheer amount of weight that the operators have to carry over long distances. I think it'll show that if you're able to take care of an injury before it gets even worse, you'll be able to have better results and quicker recovery of the operator to increase their career longevity as well as their quality of life in their career field.
We have to be at the top of our game. And in order to do that, the smartest way to do it would be to optimize your performance and to utilize these kind of assets to get to that level. And I guess that's the piece that's a little bit different than a professional athlete because they train up for an event where we have to be at peak performance at all times to be effective on the battlefield.